What is going on? I have here two of the most badass automatic folding knives that I've ever handled, and they were made by Heretic Knives. These are I have two different versions of the Heretic Pariah Auto. So we got this version, and then we got this version. And as you can see, the action's so freaking snappy, it like rocks back and forth when it hits the blade stop. But we'll talk more about that. So the Heretic Pariah Auto, both of these have the MAGNACUT Steel blade. This version is like a stone washed finish, but really they call it a battle worn finish, which it makes sense. I dig it. The different like grind lines, you can definitely see they're quite badass. You got the little swedge thing on there, the unsharpened swedge slash, I forget what you would call it, but yeah, you see the MAGNACUT Steel. The scales are aluminum. The pivot collar has a cool anodization, like sun ray pattern around it, which very unique, very badass, and I absolutely love that. This version also has that little pattern on the pivot collar, also has the aluminum scales. The insert is a little different. As you can see, it's blacked out on this one. The button is also blacked out on this one. The blade is just got the black wash finish, also MAGNACUT. Whoa, that was my first time trying to close this knife one-handed. Now, it can definitely be done, but it's just, yeah, second time a little easier, but the knife is super snappy. The way I'm holding it makes it so it doesn't come out all the way, so hold it like that. Comes out all the way, no problem. But it's so snappy, and like the blade is a little heavier, so when it does come out, it like will hit the blade stop and then bounce back a little bit. So if you let go of the button too soon, it might get stuck like that. But if you hold the blade right, if you hold it out like this and just hold the button down, you won't have any problems deploying it whatsoever. So one thing I don't really like about these two knives, or just Heretic knives in general, is the pocket clips. They're not the worst pocket clips, but they're definitely not the most functional. Like going in and out of the pockets, you kind of need two hands. Like the ball thing just kind of doesn't work. It doesn't work very well. It would be better if it was like a ramp, like a polished ramp. You could probably like take the pocket clip off and sand it down, sand your own ramp in it, but I mean, no one really wants to do that. But to be honest, that's really the only complaint I have about these things. I don't know if you have seen the MicroTech Stitch, but it has a similar blade, like large blade shape. I think I would, like, a lot of people go for that type of auto, but I think this is more badass, to be honest. Also, Heretic has a couple other cool automatic knife designs as well, but I think these are honestly the coolest autos I've seen from them. And honestly, like, I think these are the coolest, the most badass out the side automatic folding knives I've even ever seen. No, I do not own these knives, by the way. They were lent to me by my friend Corey Frost. He runs a buy-sell trade group, knife group on Facebook called Knives and Trees. Link will be in the description. Check it out if you have a Facebook group. He posts links. He posts ads on a weekly basis with hundreds of great quality knives for sale. He often has rare knives for sale. He has these two for sale there right now, which are amazing knives, honestly. which you can't get these new on the market, but if you want to get nice knives for used prices, like used knives like this knife, you can see has been used. It's got like some wear on the blade, but it's still in very good condition. So yeah, my friend Corey Frost, he's my go-to when I want a nice knife that, and I don't want to pay full brand new price for it, you know. The ergonomics on these are very spot on. The pocket clip is kind of a hot spot, but not a huge deal. Pocket clip is reversible, by the way, I forgot to mention that, but ergonomics are spot on in several different grip positions. I think this knife was kind of made to just be used and just beat on, to be honest. We do have this little bit of a finger choil here. It is big enough to be utilized. We got this little bit of jimping on the back of the blade, also some jimping on the scale there to really choke up for those precise cutting. You can even hold the blade in the different type of pinch grips. You can really choke up on the blade like this. Alright, let me know what you think about these two amazing automatic knives from Heretic Knives. And would you prefer one of these over something like the MAGNACUT Stitch? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my weekly knife content. And peace.